DC News Now at 4, a rescue turned recovery, what we know about a body found in the Potomac River. Plus, warm for now, but snow could be back in the forecast. Meteorologist Damon Matson is tracking the timing.
The tax filing season could get a bit chaotic here in the district. The warning tonight from city leaders as Congress looks to block some of DC's local tax code.
Then the House voting to end the partial government shutdown, the latest from the Hill. And stocking up on your big game essentials, the deals you can grab on snacks like Doritos and Cheetos. We're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now here at 4. I'm Annalisa Gale. Mark Hall will join us at 5. Well, developing now in Southwest Washington, one person has died after a water rescue from the ice below the 14th Street Bridge. DC Fire and EMS confirming that body was removed from the Potomac. That is where DC News Now's Liberty Simmons is located right now. And Liberty's joining us live. Liberty, what are you learning at this hour?
Well, Annalisa, just a tragic ending, and I want to show you the 14th Street Bridge here behind me, because if you take a look at the water below, you can see it is iced over, and DC Fire and EMS confirmed the person was on the ice below the bridge mid-span. And here are photos DC Fire and EMS posted of the rescue. They were called out to the 14th Street Bridge here just after 1 p.m. in the afternoon for a person on the ice below, just north of the bridge. And you can see them wearing suits specifically designed for the icy water conditions. Now, firefighters had planned to cross Ohio Drive to reach the victim. They even used a tower ladder to lower crews to the ice. However, this quickly turned from a rescue mission to a recovery mission, and they removed the victim's body from the ice, and a DC Police Harbor unit did take that body to a land location. And DC Fire and EMS are now saying this is a law enforcement investigation, but DC Police has been warning people for several days now to stay off the ice. For now, live here in Southwest DC, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
Liberty, thank you. And switching gears now, we're going to talk about our forecast. Yes, some parts we're still seeing that ice, but we have been able to see a little melting in some areas, Damon.
Definitely, and I know it's not the amount of warmth we need to completely eliminate a lot of the snow and ice, but we're making some good strides out there today, folks, with the temperatures warming up as much as they have. Now, granted, we're just getting back close to our average temperature for early February, but still, how about DC? We made it to 43, and that is definitely warm enough to soften up a lot of that snow and ice and lead to a good dent in melting some of what's out there. We have the 40s across much of Virginia as well. The farther north you go, it's still above freezing, but you are leaning back more into the middle and upper 30s as you head into Carroll, Frederick, Washington, and Berkeley counties there in Maryland and West Virginia. Now, we got the warmth today despite plenty of clouds that have been rolling in, and that cloud cover is a sign of a clipper system that is making its way into the DMV as we speak. Some light precipitation already starting to fill in across the mountains of West Virginia and western Maryland, and this is the precipitation that will finally arrive later on tonight across the mostly all of the DMV. Now, temperatures are warm for the time being, but as that precipitation gets here, we will be falling back down toward freezing, which means we are going to see a brief little shot of some light snowfall as we head into the night tonight. Now, because we have this snow falling, does that mean we get some accumulation out of this, or will this be brief enough that we don't see any headaches heading into our Wednesday? We'll have a full look at your forecast and talk more about this snow coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thanks so much. And right now, people continue digging out from the winter storm that we saw recently. We caught these people clearing sidewalks in front of an Alexandria strip mall. It will cost you if you don't remove the snow and ice. Snow fines have resumed in the city and all of Arlington County as the snow emergency has now been lifted. Now, business and property owners, they're urged to clear any snow and ice as soon as possible. Otherwise, Alexandria will fine violators $50. The penalty in the county ranging between $50 and $100, and you could be fined $250 for those that throw the snow from their property onto public property. Loudoun County has also resumed snow removal fines there. The price there is $100 for each violation. Also new today, an early morning house fire in Northwest Washington, displacing one person while sending a firefighter to the hospital. DC fire crews were called to Kansas Avenue, close to 3rd and Kennedy. Officials say that an injured cat was rescued. It's still unclear what caused that fire. Meantime, in Western Maryland, a rally was held outside the Washington County Commission meeting today over the proposal to bring an ICE facility to the county. DC News Now, Stephen Cohen has the latest.
The Department of Homeland Security has purchased a warehouse in Western Maryland. Locals here in Washington County are opposed to it being used as a detention center. The warehouse was not on the commission agenda for today's meeting, but protesters wanted their voices heard anyway.
The only way we can ask questions in person is if we enter the meeting and hold up signs asking the questions.
Commissioner Randy Leatherman tells DC News Now the county's hands are tied. It's a federal facility, but this county resident says they don't want county infrastructure used for the building.
Our water, our sewer, our roads are our resources.
Claire hopes to see their movement grow and see county, state, and local funds used to help her neighbors.
I know that Hanover, Pennsylvania has pushed back, and I would love to see similar efforts here. I would like to understand why $100 million is going towards a detention center and not towards our community where we have people very much in need.
And some protesters today coming from neighboring West Virginia.
We wanted to stand in solidarity with our fellow citizens here in Hagerstown because they came down to support us.
Meanwhile, in Howard County, Maryland, local officials are taking steps to prevent ICE from locating a facility there. Reporting from Hagerstown, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.
Stephen, thank you. Meantime, more tributes are planned to honor the victims of last year's deadly mid-air collision near Reagan National Airport. The latest memorial will be at Alexandria's Rivergate City Park. Virginia Congressman Don Beyer and Mayor Aaliyah Gaskins announced the plans for the project. The plan is to build a memorial bench and place plaques that bear the names of the 67 people who lost their lives. There's no word yet on when that work on the project will begin and how long it's expected to complete. Also new at 4, the House has voted to end the partial government shutdown. They approved a 5-bill minibus and a 2-week continuing resolution to fund the Department of Homeland Security. 21 Democrats voting with 196 Republicans to greenlight that measure. Coming up at 4:30, we'll have a full report from the Hill. And in the district now, city leaders say tax filing season could be upended as Congress looks to block a part of DC's local tax code mid-tax season. DC News Now's Mariel Carbone. Now the Wilson building, and Mariel, district leaders say this is the latest attack on home rule.
Yeah, Annalisa, some argue that this is about power, not policy. Now, if this moves forward, it could cost the district's budget hundreds of millions of dollars over the next few years.
It's unnecessary and chaotic.
That's the response from D.C. Council member Zachary Parker as Congress looks to upend D.C.'s local tax code.
It's a common sense action by our local government.
Last year, D.C. Council voted to decouple itself from parts of the big, beautiful bill, essentially opting out of some of the Trump administration's federal tax cuts. It's a step states can and do take. Erica Williams with the D.C. Fiscal Policy Institute explains.
The law that we passed did not change or block or diminish federal tax cuts. We simply chose not to duplicate them locally.
But House Republicans are looking to block that decision.
The D.C. Council has cherry-picked pieces of these federal tax reforms and decided to just ignore the application in the local tax code. This hurts seniors and hardworking American families.
Officials estimate the money generated by opting out of the tax cuts is about $600 million over the next several years. That money is already slated to fund budget items like D.C.'s child tax credit.
If Congress goes forward with this disapproval resolution, they would abolish our local child tax credit.
The timing, also a major concern.
The biggest thing or agent of chaos would be the fact that tax season, which began on January 26th, would essentially have to be delayed. So residents would have to submit their federal tax returns by April 15th. But on the local side, I can't tell you when that's going to be due because we would be forced to then rewrite our tax code in the middle of tax season.
In other states, they have decoupled in this same way. Now, the House is set to vote on this tomorrow, and then it goes to the Senate. Reporting live from the Wilson Building, I'm Arielle Carbone, DC News Now.